Hey everyone, welcome to Buick Outdoors. If you're new around here, my name is Sheldon Marion, and this is where we're going to be camping today. Unfortunately though, right now the wind gusts are extremely strong, so we're going to have one heck of a time setting up the tent. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back down the trail a little ways to a nice big clearing, and we're going to sight in my 30-06 to make sure it's still shooting straight, because it is bear season. And then hopefully by the time we're done that, we can come back here and this wind will die down and we can set up the tent. Well, here we are at our little makeshift gun range. Nice wide open abandoned lease, or maybe it was an old logging camp, something like that. But yeah, over here we have a couple of poplar trees there, and with poplar trees they have like these little black dots kind of all over the bark, and for guys like me, I think they're like excellent targets. What we're gonna be doing today, I got my little table set up. I got one of my sleeping rolls. I'll put the rifle on here, and basically that's what we're going to be using to steady ourselves to shoot at the tree. And basically, like, I don't recall the gun taking any big bangs or drops or anything like that last year, so it should be relatively close, and if it's within like an inch of where I'm aiming, we'll call that good enough. If it's off, then we'll have to come back out either here or at the gun range and actually take out targets and do it like properly. But this way here, you know, it's roughly 100 yards, might be a little bit further, but yeah, about 100 yards. If I do like a 1-inch group, that's I'm perfectly happy with that, because I mean, like, it's an old 30-06, it's my bear gun, and you know, if I'm within 200-300 yards of a bear and I have a 1-inch group at 100 yards, it'll work fine. So we're gonna get to shooting here, and yeah, make sure the gun's still sighted in, and then we'll go back to camp once this wind dies down and set up the tent. Alrighty, so I got my earplugs in. I'm gonna load the rifle and take 2 shots for sure, and we'll just see where it hits. Beautiful. Do one more. Perfect. Well, the only adjustment I'm gonna do, because it's heading like dead center, I'm gonna go up 1, 2, 3, we'll go up 4 clicks. That'll be 1 inch at 100 yards, and there you go. We should be just perfect. 2 shots with the old 30-06. It's an old Ruger M77. It's my grandma's old 30-06. I bought a new scope because the old one, it was pretty kind of banged up and dirty and old kind of thing. But yeah, little Leupold Freedom scope on there, 3-9x40, Ruger M77 30-06. I think I'm shooting 175 grain Federal Fusions, or not Federal Fusions. What are they? They are Federal Terminal Ascents. These bullets have been wicked. I use them in my 300. And I use my 30-06, and so far they've been just like one-shot wonders with everything I've used them on. But yeah, and they're deadly accurate. It looks like that group is 3/4 of an inch, maybe 1 inch. And yeah, maybe what I'll do is I'll run up there with the camera there, and I'll show you what I was shooting at, and then I'll grab my 2 little empty brasses here. We'll pack everything up, and hopefully the wind is kind of dying down, so yeah, hopefully we can go out and have no problem setting up our tent now. Well, we made her up to the tree here, and I'll show you. So you see this black dot there? That's what I was shooting at. That was the first shot. That was the second shot, so I moved it up 4 clicks. So we should be right about there now. And yeah, hopefully you can see that's a little bit elevated just above my head because we're kind of sloped up. But yeah, anyways, that was our target. And you can see it's oh, what is that, about thumb width away? So that's not too bad. Like I said, about 3/4 of an inch. So I am perfectly happy with that. And for the purists out there that say this isn't good enough, well, you do you, man. It's good enough for me. If that was a bear standing here, I can guarantee you I could drill him in the lungs or in the neck or in the head. So with that being said, I'm happy. Alrighty, well, let's walk back to the truck here, get everything packed up, and go and set up our tent for the night. Well, we just got back from shooting the rifle, and unfortunately the wind hasn't died down yet. So what I'm going to be doing in the meantime, I'm going to grab a few things out of the truck here. I'm going to make myself a nice little cup of coffee. I bought one of those little titanium French presses, like a real lightweight thing, from Amazon a couple years ago now. And it is one of the greatest things I've ever bought. if you're into coffee and tea, anyways, it's extremely lightweight and it's pretty small, and everything kind of packs down into one little case. So I'm gonna get everything all set up here with my little pocket rocket deal. I believe that's in this bag, and yeah, we'll make up some coffee. Okay, so this is my setup. You got one of these little butane propane fuel canisters, my little pocket rocket that I call it. I don't even know what it's called. If you guys want one of these, I'll put a little link in the description. They're like just fantastic. So this here, pretty well unfold these arms. These little things, they swing out, and all you do is twist her onto one of these little canisters. Turn that gas off, and there you go. Now she's pretty well all set up. And then this thing here, and just like my little stove here, if I can find a little Amazon link for this, I'll put that up as well, because this is just this flimsy little, it's just like thin titanium, I believe it is, so it's really lightweight. Yeah, titanium, 750 milliliters, holds almost a liter. And it's a nice little French press, and yeah, this thing works awesome. And there's also a little handle on the side, a little pouring spout. Like it's great. I bought one, and when I bought one, I think I bought my brother one as well. So for this, put in about that much, 350. Let's go up there, about 400 mils. With this thing too, I have to turn my camera back on and see if I can see. Alright, so with this, you turn this, that turns on the gas. This thing here is a little lighter. One click, he's going. Now with this thing, it boils water pretty fast. When you do that, you crank it right up, and then pretty well once it starts to boil, I'll turn it off and I'll put my coffee in there. Well, I'll probably put my coffee in there as it's boiling. Might as well. Supposedly that helps get rid of some of the acidity of coffee, so I don't know, we'll see if that works or not. In here I got my little jar of coffee, and then I got a bag of Splenda, 'cause I'm not eating sugar anymore, and some tea bags. I have a fork or a spoon, something like that around here too. Here they are. I got all sorts of stuff in here. Beans, jalapeno and cheddar smokies from a bear last year, ketchup, mustard, bug spray, banana, all sorts of stuff. And yeah, so we'll just wait until this starts to boil, which honestly, this thing, it boils water so fast, it'll be like 2 minutes kind of thing. And then yeah, we'll throw in our coffee and we'll have something to drink. Well, it's only been a couple of minutes and this water is starting to boil like crazy. So I'm gonna turn this down. There we go. And I'm gonna grab this coffee and, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Wrong way. There we go. I think we need to put a little bit more. There we go. That looks about 2 tablespoons or so. We'll let this boil for a bit. Then I'll grab this. I'll scrape the sides. Get that stuff back in there. Oh, starting to boil pretty good. There we go. Settle down, coffee pot. Settle down. There, a nice slow little rolling boil. Now I'll top her up. There we go. That just kind of stops the boil, kind of cools it off a little bit. Now, put this in here. Oh. There we go. Turn that off, we got coffee. Try to do this without burning my fingers, touching the side there. Oh, that looks beautiful. Woo. Cheers. Oh man. That's a good cup of coffee. I can't make it that good at home. Oh, that's really good. No splendid on that one, just straight black. Take my fork, go and clean that up. I only use the wrong end, so it's still clean. I'll use that later. Alrighty, well I think now what we're gonna be doing, we'll most likely just kind of hang out for a little bit. Enjoy our coffee. The wind's still blowing. We got a bunch of clouds rolling in and stuff like that, but whatever, we're just gonna roll with the punches. I think what I might do, like the gusts are kind of coming in waves, so maybe what I'll do when I'm done my coffee is I'll wait till we have a little bit of a calmer spell there, and I'll set up the tent and I'll leave the rain fly off, and then wait till we have another little bit of a calm stretch, and then I'll throw the rain fly on top, and then yeah, go from there. Either that or we can go cut firewood and just have a wiener roast and go home, but I don't want to do that. I want to spend the night. Anyways, well I'm gonna have my coffee and then we'll start setting up the tent. Well, we're not getting much of a break in the weather, but I'm hoping if we're kind of half smart about this and kind of go quick, we should be able to get it set up, but we will see. We're gonna give her a go anyways. Alright, hello. Like I said, we gotta be quick about this one. doggo. Well, I better hurry up and get this stake down. That'll be the next thing to happen for this thing to blow away like a tumbleweed. Oh, I can feel that wind picking up. Alrighty. We got somewhat staked down. Oh. These two aren't exactly staked down, but I don't know. I'll have to grab another couple and see if I can find a spot where we can actually slide in and pin it down. And then, yeah, I'll see if I can get this rain fly on. This is the easy part. The rain fly is the hard part, but whatever. We'll give her a go. Well, there's that. Why might you do that? If the wind just blows, if I drape it over. Problem is, I gotta turn it now. That might have actually just worked. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, except I got this backwards. That white was doing that side, I think. Let me check the picture. Alrighty. I think we're getting it, guys. Holy cow, we did it. Wow. Oh. Alright, now we just gotta run the ridge pole and we're done. Don't ask me how that worked, but it did. There you go, that's one end. We'll go the other side. Perfect. Just gotta do up some Velcro straps on these sides and we got her set up. Well, it's not quite supper time, but I'm getting hungry. So I gotta cut down a willow and make myself a hot dog stick. There we go. As long as it's a nice green willow and yeah, whatever, 1/4 inch up top there, it'll get the job done. There we go. Now if you've never made a willow stick or a hot dog stick before out of a willow, it's one of the simplest things you can do. Take your knife and you cut this off at the tip here, and then what I do is I go down and I just remove all of this bark, and then if there's any spots like this where a branch was, I try to smooth that out as much as possible. That way that your hot dog, smoky, or whatever that's going on there doesn't have any resistance going on or coming off. You don't kind of rip it up and whatever, you know. And then also underneath here you kind of have like this top layer of bark, but then underneath you have like this brown layer, so you want to make sure you get that brown layer too. Otherwise you'll have like a, I don't know, it just tastes like green grass almost. It's not that good. But yeah, I do that. You can kind of doll it all up, make it all nice and fancy if you want. But that's basically a really, really simple and easy little hot dog stick. There you go. Same thing goes for smokies, hot dogs, sausages, marshmallows, whatever. Same thing. And yeah, now we can get to cooking. Alrighty, I'll get this stuff out of the way and I'll show you a little stove here. So this was another Amazon purchase. Pretty sure it was anyways. Comes in this nice little carrying case. It's pretty flimsy though, so I'm sure I'm gonna break that. Basically take this, flip her upside down. And with this thing, I think I've only used it once. So hopefully it hasn't broke in the meantime. This thing here is a little slot here, and it lines up with this. I've actually had I did a gear review video on this. Maybe up in the corner here, I'll put a little thing pop up that you can click on, or down like the description, I'll put a little tag down there too, so you can watch that. But you take this, you line it up with that tag, I believe. Alright, so you put it in there, line it up. There's a little lock, unlock button. Pull that into place. There you go. Turn it, comes on. At full blast. I mean, there's some heat there, but it's definitely not like my little pocket stove thing. Maybe what I'll do with this too, just like the pocket stove, I'll put a little link in the description if you guys want to pick one of these up. Like it'll work, but I wouldn't want to trust my life on it, kind of a thing, you know what I mean? Then in here I got plates. I got some jalapeno and cheddar smokies from a Black Bear. I got a can of beans, ketchup, mustard. What else they got? Fork. Oh, I'll need my can opener. Alright, now we got a big old mess happening here. We can get to cooking. Today's recipe is gonna be a oh boy, I don't know. It's gonna be a pretty complicated one. Pretty well, get a fire, insert stick to smoky, cook said smoky. But this thing, like, it's honestly, like, it throws not too bad heat, but anytime that the wind blows, like right here where my hand is, like there's no heat there, just because there's a little bit of wind coming this way. But over here, ooh, it's actually hot. So I think if you're gonna use one of these, it's probably best to use it inside where there's no wind. And yeah, but whatever. We'll take our time. We'll get this cooked up, and then we'll open up our beans and everything else, and ketchup, mustard, all that good stuff. And it actually won't be that bad. It's too bad that we couldn't have a fire, but I just don't want to chance it today. The wind is blowing so hard right now. Well, not right now, but you know what I mean. The gusts are just insane. So we're not gonna have a fire tonight. Instead, we'll keep it safe and use this thing. Well, I changed my tactics a little bit. I figure I'm gonna take these sausages, put them right onto this burner here, and it's working so much better than using that hot dog stick. Look at that. We're pretty well almost ready to eat here. There we go. Get our beans open. Oh man, I'm making a mess of this little grill, but whatever. It's mine, so I can do whatever I want with it. There we go. Get our mustard open. Gotta open up our ketchup, and then we'll be good to go, I think. Alrighty. Grab ourselves a plate. Think that's about good enough. Oh yeah. There we go. Turn that off. Get it kind of out of the way. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm just gonna eat those right out of the can. But what we can do is this. There we go. Perfect. Now we can sit back, relax, and start eating. I'm gonna let that cool down a little bit first before I bite into that. Otherwise I'll burn my face off. But yeah, that will be supper here tonight. Couple of well, we got 2 more jalapeno and cheddar smokies. If you guys don't eat bear, I highly suggest it, especially in like a smoky form like this. It's just superb, especially if you take it to a really good butcher who actually turns them into smokies, not just sausages. When they smoke them, they actually cook them all the way through to 160 Fahrenheit. So if you're worried about trichinosis and anything like that with bears, when you take it to a good butcher who actually makes smokies, not just sausages, you know, they cook it all the way through. It kills all that parasite, and then when you come up to something like this, all you gotta do is heat them up, and yeah, and it's an amazing treat while you're out camping or even just at home when you want something quick and easy to make. Bear smokies are one of my top favorite things to eat. But yeah, we're gonna let this cool down a little bit, and then we'll tie into her. Alrighty, we let these cool off, so now it's time to take a bite. I don't want to know how many hundreds of pounds of black bear smokies in general I've ate, but man, it's got to be up there. I've been shooting 2 bears every year for, well, probably since 2012. Do the math, that's a lot of bears, and I've ate every single one of them. Some of them though, when I'm out in bear camp, I'll shoot one, we'll hang it up, and then like while we're there in bear camp, we'll just cook like roasts and steaks and stuff like that, and we end up just eating the bear while we're at bear camp for like 3 weeks. But then the other ones, we typically take them in and get smokies and sausages made up. And yeah, once in a while we do just like straight black bear like ground burger, and that's amazing, and like soups and stews and stuff like that. And yeah, I can't say nothing but good things but about black bear meat. Like I said, like if you've never had it, you owe it to yourself to at least try it. Oh, these things are pretty good too. Man, if this ain't like a Bushman supper, I don't know what is. A can of cold beans, Bush's best. Those are pretty good. Can of cold beans, a couple of Bear Smokies, and a can of pop. Man, it's a pretty good life. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna feed the dogs, and then we'll probably hang out for here for a little bit. It's still fairly early. It's like 4 o'clock right now, so we might be able to do something here today. We already sighted in the gun, and right now with all the wind and stuff, like normally if I'll go out and cut firewood for a little bit, but definitely not having a fire today. Maybe later on this evening, if the wind dies down like it's supposed to, we'll have a fire. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna enjoy my supper, and we'll see you back here in just a minute. Well, it took a little bit of time, but it seems like the wind has died down quite a bit. We're still getting the odd gust here and there, but for the most part it's pretty calm. So I think we're gonna attempt to have a fire here. I went out and I cut a little bit of firewood, found a kind of pretty well half rotten pine just on the middle of a trail. So I cut that up, threw it in the truck, came back here, split up a little bit of kindling there, and now we'll start up a fire. I got my other half of my Canadian Tire flyer, so we'll bust this thing up and we'll get a fire going here. See, we'll try to keep this stuff right in the center, kind of keep it boxed in with some bigger pieces. Now grab our smaller, skinnier stuff, throw it right on top. I don't have too much paper. There's only 2 pages left on that flyer, so we'll see. We might get it going on this one. Might have to try again with I think I got co-op. They're second best. Alrighty. So we kind of got that in there. Just gotta grab my lighter. There's that little bit of wind again, hey? But yeah, they're just short little bursts now, so it's not too bad. Alrighty. Light the paper up, and we'll see if it goes or not. Like I said, not much papers on there, so it might have a bit of a hard time lighting, but we'll see. So close, not quite. Yeah, basically what I'm doing right now, I'm just finding small little pieces like this, kind of tossing them in the middle here. It helps out a little bit. As long as they're kind of solid pieces of wood. Little splinters here and there, they help burn a little. Oh, we'll let the fire do its thing here. And yeah, I'll split up a little bit more firewood, get that all ready to go. Pretty well just split this other stuff kind of in half, maybe into quarters, and that'll probably be what we call good enough. But for right now, throw this on there. Oop. There we go. Put that on there. It's slowly coming up, and yeah. So I'm gonna start splitting some firewood here, and then we'll get this fire going nice and hot once that wind kind of dies down. If it doesn't die down, well, we'll just leave the fire this size, and we'll just enjoy a really small fire tonight. Pretty simple. Alrighty, I'm gonna start cutting some wood. Well, I don't know how long we're exactly gonna be sitting around the fires here tonight. It's only split up about half the fire or half the wood that was there, and the fire, it's coming along nice. Not overly too hot, but it still is nice. It's slightly warm. Not the greatest of firewood, but whatever. I didn't have to cut down a tree. I didn't have to drag anything out. It was in the middle of a trail, so I just kind of backed up to it, bucked it up, and threw it into the truck. But yeah, oh well, it is what it is. At least we're still enjoying somewhat of a fire, and the wind has died right down. I get once in a while you get like a little burst like this, and then after that there's just nothing. So earlier today it was like a steady 40, gusting to like 60, 70, and now it's just like kind of nothing, and then just like a random gust of 40 for like a split second. But now my fire is falling down. Oh no. Put her back together. There we go. We're looking good now. Alrighty, well, I think we're gonna sit back and relax, and I don't know, I might make up a cup of tea or something like that, and then well, in about a couple hours here the sun will be going down and it'll be time for us to go to bed. But yeah, for now we're just gonna enjoy this fire. Well, you guys, we're still sitting around enjoying the nice little campfire, still keeping her nice and small, not letting it get out of hand at all. But unfortunately, I think our camping trip here today is going to be getting cut a little bit short. We're not going to be able to spend the night out here. The dogs, they were kind of running around, playing and all that good stuff. And then they kind of disappeared for a little bit. And when they came back, they were covered in what looks like poop, especially this guy. Texas. You don't even let me look on that side. On his... Stop moving. Stop moving. On that side, he's just... all down his side is just poop, and then he's rolling grass and stuff. And unfortunately, just by the sheer amount that's on them, I'm pretty sure it's from a human, from somebody that was out here camping last fall, and they just had like their toilet set up over there, kind of a deal, and they didn't dig a hole or bury it or anything like that, which whatever, I'm not even mad about that. But yeah, the dogs found it. And oh man, Rocky's not too bad. I mean, he still has it on him, but it's like right here. But even if it was just Rocky, I still wouldn't want that in my tent, and I definitely wouldn't want that on my sleeping bag. So unfortunately, I think what we're gonna have to do is let this fire die down, let it go out, then I'll have to pack up my stuff, and I'm actually gonna have to go home tonight and set tomorrow morning. So with that all being said, thanks for watching this video. I mean, right about now, in like another hour and a bit, I'll be cutting it anyways, because you can see behind me, the sun's starting to go down anyways. So, well, if you like that video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You guys kind of know what you're doing. And yeah, that's all for today. We'll catch you on the next one.